Yeah, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, to the elder bishops, the bishops in Connecticut, the brothers in the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more down than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This is your Ak, Aram Yehawada, with the lesson.
Namibia has condemned Germany's backing of Israel against genocide charges of the International Court of Justice. It says, given Germany's colonial brutalities, that it should not support Israel. So, what's behind this furious diplomatic dispute, and why now? This is Inside Story. Hello, welcome to the program. I'm Adrian Finnegan. Namibia has fiercely criticized Germany for intervening in defense of Israel at the International Court of Justice. South Africa brought the case against Israel, accusing it of committing genocide in Gaza. Now, Germany wants to appear at the court to make a submission in support of Israel. Namibia condemned the move, pointing to Germany's own colonial-era genocide committed against its indigenous people. This is a story with many strands, showing how the past intertwines with our present world order. And we'll get to our guests in just a moment, but first, Kulsum Sharif sets up our discussion.
At the turn of the last century, Germany was the colonial ruler of what is present-day Namibia. Between 1904 and 1908, German forces killed more than 70,000 indigenous people. Some refer to it as the first genocide of the 20th century. In 2021, Berlin acknowledged committing genocide in Namibia. Now, in a scathing criticism against its former colonial ruler, Namibia has condemned Germany for supporting Israel against genocide charges made by South Africa at the International Court of Justice. In a statement posted online, Namibian President Hage Geingob urged Berlin to reconsider its decision to intervene as a third party in defense of Israel. Geingob says Germany is ignoring the deaths of more than 23,000 Palestinians and defending what he calls genocidal and gruesome acts of the Israeli government. The Namibian president says Germany has failed to learn lessons from its colonial past.
Germany is trying to dodge because they know if South Africa succeed in this case, so then the next is Germany, because we are going to sue Germany. We are not finished with Germany, so our solidarity is also with the Palestinian civilian in Gaza and the Palestinian people, because their land is occupied.
While a colonial past overshadows Namibia's relation with Germany, the Holocaust has defined Berlin's ties with Israel. Since the war on Gaza began, the German government has increased its arms exports by tenfold.
Deutschland steht an der Seite Israels.
Germany stands by Israel's side. We will support the country, and we support its right to self-defense.
Namibia's president says Germany could not morally commit itself to the UN Convention Against Genocide while supporting what it calls the equivalent of a Holocaust and genocide in Gaza. The criticism comes as judges at The Hague are deliberating after a 2-day public hearing on the accusations of genocide in Gaza. Israel has rejected the claims and declared its military operation in Gaza is in self-defense and to eliminate Hamas. Several countries, including Namibia, are now backing South Africa's case at The Hague. Kulsum Sharif, Al Jazeera, for Inside Story.
Yeah, and as you could see, what they were saying, you're not hiding from history anymore, right? The things that you have done in the past, it's required of the Lord, right? So, you know what I mean? For there is nothing, right? This is the new international version, Luke 8:17. For there is nothing hidden that will not be what? Disclosed, right? It's not going to just go away. And nothing concealed that will not be made known or brought out into the open, right? And so ultimately, what? South Africa, right? And other countries are saying, no, we can't let them slide with war crimes and just tack on Holocaust, and now they commit the same war crimes that they accuse the Holocaust over. You cannot do that. So if you just yell Holocaust, you could just do whatever the hell you want then, huh? No, people are stepping forward, right? Yeah, so this is Luke 8:17. This is the NASB version back in, I guess they said it was back in 1977 when they, you know, to, what do you call it? It's not, what do you call it? God dang it. It's not to interpret. It's an interpretation, right? Yeah. So this is NASB 1977. For nothing is hidden that shall not become evident, right? Or evidence, right? Because these things are what brought as evidence against you. Your past, your history is now being brought as evidence against you, against Germany, right? Against Israel, against the self-proclaimed so-called white man as a whole, right? Esau, Edom as a whole, through the Bible, through the men of the Lord, right? On down to the, the least of us, who may be nothing, right? It's still being evidence against the elite, right? And you other so-called white people, you're what do you call it? You're guilty. You mean? I mean, that's the same thing you doing your own courts. If I know someone robbed something or did something, or if I was with them, I didn't know the person was gonna go into the store and steal something. But if I'm with them, I'm guilty by association, or I'm guilty because I didn't say anything. But this is supposed to be my friend. You're not my friend, so I'm not going to say something against you, even though I know it's wrong, right? But you see it as I'm being complicit, right? You can't harbor there's a crime against harboring a fugitive, right? And you are a fugitive and a vagabond, right? As the scripture says. And that's ultimately what all you self-proclaimed so-called white people do. You're harboring fugitives, right? Because you say, no, it ain't me, it was my ancestors, da da da. Or you could just say it ain't us, it's the elite, right? But you harbored what the elites do. You're complicit with it, right? Anything secret that shall not be known, nor anything secret that shall not be known and come to light. Everything's going to be brought into the light, man. Right? And that's ultimately what's happening. Right? And you're not liking it. Yeah, so this is Romans chapter 1, verse 32. So who, knowing the judgment of Yahweh, right, of the Most High, because I mean you don't know the name of Yahweh to call him Yahweh, right? So only the the true children are going to stand stiffly on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? But we'll just go with the Most High right now. Say that. It says that they which committed the same things are worthy of death, right? Because what? You've done the same things. You sat at those picnics, a picnic, right? You're doing the same thing. You're guilty of the same thing that the elites were doing to give you your white supremacy, right? You were complicit to it, right? Right? The redlining, all these different things, changing the laws around because young women used to be able to get married younger, but because of Jack Johnson, they start trying to make it illegal, and now trying to say that this is rape now if she's of a certain age now. When you know in the history, and it ain't just the Bible days, because the Bible is continuous. We're living out the Bible. They're about to put a device in your hand under your skin to let you know that the Bible continues, right? You people that you know what I'm saying, to say you believe in God, well, you know, knowing the judgment of God, right? What is the judgment of God for Sodomites, right? What was the judgment for Sodom and Gomorrah? And then you allowed them to do just as Sodom and Gomorrah, and they made it legal for a man to marry a man, a woman to marry a woman, and to the point that they can violate someone else's so-called rights that they're supposed to have, and who they want to serve in their place of business, right? Especially if something that goes against God, right? That's completely not right, right? You shouldn't have to do that. But, that's happening. So, but you people are being complicit with this, right? So don't say that you haven't, because you have. It's going on right in your country right now. So how many people are standing up fighting against same-sex marriage? Right? You're not. You're complicit with everything that's going on. With everything, the rape, rob, and murder of the native, the Mexicans, the so-called black man, you've been complicit with it. All the way to this very day, with everything that goes on in America, Babylon the Great. So you say, hey, that they commit the same things worthy of death. And so really, this place is worthy of being taken out. And that is what the Lord is going to do. Not only do the same, right? Just like Israel, America has, gay pride days and parades. Israel has it. They do the same, right? They both of you guys are complicit in what the Lord said, that he utterly destroyed 5 cities of people. And then you want to do it, you want to continue in that path. And he said that place was an example to those that would do ungodly and live so after, that he was going to do the same thing. So are you surprised? But you don't really believe in God. That's just the whole thing. You say you know the judgment of God, right? You know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, right? But committing those things are worthy of what? Of death, man. Committing such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, right? You're doing those things, you're doing those abominable acts, but have pleasure in them that do it. Hey, ultimately, this is America. That's Israel. That's Germany. That's why they're complicit with this thing. Because why? They committed genocide, right? How did America get America? Genocide. How did Israel get her Israel genocide? How did Germany get Germany genocide? And now all that thing is starting to come up, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this is Job 20:15. He swallowed down riches, right? Through the slavery, right? Conquering land, right? Genocide of many people, whether you're in Germany, whether you're in Israel, whether you're in America, whether you're France, Portugal, right? You're the so-called British Empire. The sun will not go down on the British Empire, right? Because it's spread it out. You did a lot of genocide, right? So that all that has to come up, man. Right? It has to come out to the open, right? So he swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. See? Hey, it's all gonna come back up. See? You thought you were getting away with what you were doing, and look what's happening. The Most High, which his real name is Yahweh, but the Most High shall cast them out of his belly. See, it's all going to be open. It's all going to be made manifest. Right? Yeah, so this is Luke 8 and 17, but this is the cross references of it. And it says Proverbs 26:26, though through his hatred he concealed by deceit. So, hey, he did the thing, did everything, concealed it by deceit. Hey, we're not racist. We're not this. We're not that. Hey, look, we love everybody. Hey, God so loved the world, right? But then at the same time, God so loved the world. Hey, you're just Canaanites. You're nothing. You're just Canaanites. Being we're the actual people, but then confusing our people, saying that we're the Canaanites. Right? But then I'm going to hire one black person, a token guy. I may do this, do that, but I'm going to conceal my deceit. I'm going to say, I have black friends, right? I'm going to conceal my deceit. I'm going to take books, what they did in Texas. They were trying to rewrite history of slavery, right? They've been having it that way for such a long time, but the reason why they're doing it, because we're showing that we're the Israelites. They're not doing it because you guys saying that you're you goddamn Egyptologists. You can say that all day, but that's not why they're trying to hide it. That's not why they're trying to conceal it. They're concealing it because the men of the Lord has been on the highways and the byways for the last at least 20 years as far as on YouTube, but even longer than that before YouTube, right? Going all the way back to Abba, right? So this thing is widespread worldwide through the internet, which does the heavy lifting, right? And through his hatred, he concealed by deceit. See, all the lies, the different things that they're able to use as deceit. The what is it called? Black Wall Street was about 100 years ago, which is not that long ago technically. Then you got even the thing they don't really talk about, the thing that happened in Philadelphia, which happened in the 80s, which they did the exact same thing to Black Wall Street, and this was in the 80s, and that's really not been talked about, right? His wickedness will be exposed in the assembly. So the whole world at this point is the assembly. Why? Because the books are open, right? Throughout the firmament, right? It says, Matthew 10:26, do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, and nothing hidden that will not be made known. Mark 4:22, for there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be brought to light. Okay, one more, Luke 12:2, there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, and nothing hid that will not be what? Made known. And these are the things that's happening. The things are being what? Made known. They're being manifested, they're being brought to light. Right? Yeah, so this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 17. And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters, right? And that's obviously, a reference to our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? And it said, behold, right, the voice, which is Yahweh Shai, right? Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, right? Which is Yahweh Shai. He's coming, the second coming, right? Of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And I will begin to make inquisition of them, right? So let's look up inquisition.
Inquisition. Inquisition.
Inquisition.
Questioning.
So the Lord says he's going to be questioning what's going on, right?
Interrogation.
The Lord's going to be about an interrogation, right? Right? Which is what? An investigation, like I said. Evident or evidence, right? Because everything's got to be made manifest, right? So interrogation, that's what the Lord's, that's what police officers do, right? They interrogate you, right? And that's what the Lord's coming to do, but not in that way, man. It's already done, man. Yeah, right here it says cross-questioning, right? Investigation, right? So the Lord's coming back for business, man. Right? So the inquisition of them, right? So you're gonna be interrogating them, investigating them, everything, man. Right? Say what they be that have what? Hurt unjustly. Right? So would you not say genocide is unjustly? Right? First and foremost of the Native Americans, the so-called Mexicans, and the so-called black men, right? Which are Israelites, which are far more important than any of these other heathens. But you did it to these other heathens too. That is unjust, right? So it says, with their unrighteousness, right? And that's what the Jewish been is unrighteous. The German has been unrighteous. The British has been unrighteous. The American has been unrighteous, right? You Edomites just all together has been unrighteous, man. And when the affliction of Zion, right, which is talking about the Israelites, shall be fulfilled, right, and we're almost at the end, at the time that our affliction is being fulfilled. We're about there. The elect is about sealed if it's not already sealed, right? Right? But we know that some people supposed to come in at the 11th hour, so it may not be fully, but we're pretty close to having our affliction filled, right? And when the world that shall begin to vanish away, see, and that's what we're coming to. The elect is starting to be sealed, and the more the elect is being sealed, this world, as you know, is starting to vanish away, right? Esau's the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? Matter of fact, I think it's in the same chapter, right? Is it in this joint? Right? Yeah, right here. For Esau, which is 9, it's 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See? You can't make this up. So that's basically the same thing. It's just basically saying the exact same thing, but in a different way. See? So, and it's starting to vanish away, man. Your world is vanishing away. Right? The drugs and things that you put on us, now your people are totally opioid out. Right? You know? The thing you try to kill us, and you're the ones who are having, you have more old people than you have babies. And the old people are getting ready to die away. So you're not even replenishing your nationality anymore. Right? So we're going to say this not over racism or a race thing. You're mad that we're still populating it, and when you try to kill us, it proves that we're the Israelites. When you try to kill us, the more we actually became populated. The more you try to put the AIDS, the drugs, the this, and that, the more we became stronger, man. Right? So it says, began to vanish away, shall be finished, then shall I show the tokens, right? And part of these tokens are what? We see what? Was it China and Russia coming together? Right? Now South Africa, because it's part of the BRICS now, they actually have power to come out and say something against the Jewish, the Israeli. When at one point they would have never had power. They're talking about the dis-dollarization. You would have never heard anyone saying dis-dollarization of the American dollar, devaluing the American dollar, saying they refuse to use it. Right? So that's your world vanishing away. Right? So it says, and that's a token to that too. The books shall be open before the firmament, and how is that? It's not, I guess some people said they seen a big book in the sky and it was open. You know, that's that Project Bluebeam. This is the nonsense that Esau got going on. The books being open before the firmament is the men of the Lord on the highways and the byways. All you do is pop on your YouTube, your internet, your Rumble, or whatever it is, wherever you getting, Odyssey or something, right? Wherever you can get it from the, you get the truth from the men of the Lord, starting with Great Millstone, right? That's the firmament. That's the books being opened before the firmament. Not talking about an actual literal book or what is it called? A virtual reality book or something. That's madness. The men of the Lord, we're actually prophesying, going week in and week out, opening the book, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. That's it. That's the books being opened before the firmament. And they shall see all together. Hey, you're going to know all together. Hey, that fear is falling upon these elite, man. right? Yeah, so this is Psalms 19 and 9 of 1, so like Psalms 19 and 1, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare thy glory, the glory of the Most High Yahweh, and the firmament showeth forth his handiwork. Right? And that's us on the highways and the byways. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Right? Breaking down precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. No one was ever getting that proper breakdown before the men of Great Millstone was on the scene. Period. Right? There is no speech nor language. There is no voice, is not heard. Their line goeth out through all the earth. Their words to the end of the world, right? Making it known. In them have he set a tabernacle, right? What's a tabernacle for church, right? Everybody agree, tabernacle or church or the house of God, whatever they want to say. But the house of God is the Lord said the kingdom of heaven is inside you. The Lord said, when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. So the Lord had, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, right? Apostle, what did I say? Wait, I said Apostle Har, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah. All these brothers putting forth the knowledge to, unto the so-called least of us, or what you would say least, but the Lord said even the least of us will be like David in the end. So it's going to be a great, man, hey, they're not going to be able to touch us anymore, man. Their world is vanishing away, man. Right? So we're speaking this knowledge, the true knowledge, right? Showing forth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line goeth out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, right? And the end of the world, where? It's America, right? And we're coming to the end of the world as you know it. Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? Because heaven's going to be on earth. Esau's rulership, or his heaven, is going to crumble. And then the next heaven on earth, or the rulership, is going to be the Israelites, starting with Yahushua. King David, Yahushua, King David, and the 144,000, right? Right? And the tabernacle for the sun, right? And the whole earth is under the sun. So you're gonna know that there have been a prophet among you, right? which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoicing, a strong man to run a race, right? And ultimately, what this is so you can run your race. This is why the Lord said what he said, right? Matter of fact, let's get this. And he goeth forth, Slakia, and he goeth forth is from the ends of heaven, right? And his circuit unto the ends of it, right? Preaching the truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding the truth, right? To the elect, first and foremost. And there is nothing hid. Right? Oh wait, going into not being hid, right? Those secrets, those little secrets that you got, and everything's being vomited up, and all your things that your lies, your deceit, right? Right? You speak smooth words, but wars in your heart, right? Nothing is hid from the heart thereof. Right? Right? And the heart goes into your mind, lob, because we know that you think that your kingdom should go on forever. The law of Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple. And we definitely all was simple, man. Right? Yeah, so this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain, right? Make it simple, make it easy. Go precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. When you see, dang, that makes sense. Dang. So this ain't just something new, or this ain't just old. This is also something new, or this is always continuous. Because then you realize there's no such thing as Old Testament or New Testament. The Bible is continued. That's why how do you call it a living book? But there's a such thing as this part's gone away with, and this part, it's a living book because it's continuous. Right? That's why you can go here a little, there a little, right? Not to mention, people, even Christians, will obviously say that the Word of God is so-called JC, or what they call Jesus Christ, right? And he said he come in the volume of the book, correct? Well, if he come in the volume of the book, then you're saying you're cutting off some part of him. When the Lord said that he shall have no broken bone, he shall have nothing, you're going to be sacrificed, and then there's going to be nothing broken, and nothing's going to be missing. It's going to be continuous. He said himself, I come not to do away with the law nor the prophets. I just came to fulfill my part, which has to do with what? Keeping the law and fulfilling what was prophesied about him. Right? That was it. So how do you come up with something else? So that's why it says, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision, right? Because it says, without a vision, the people perish. So we're giving you a vision. We're breaking it down. We're telling you, look, World War III is happening. The digital all, because they know they got but a short time, they're trying to override prophecy, but obviously you can't, right? The vision is you know what I mean? Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth, right? Going into that, running that race, that strong one running that race. So you could be that you could run the race that you're supposed to run, right? So, yeah. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which is been is now. So even when the guy was saying, dang, this is such a little conundrum. The thing that's going on now have something to do with it that was in the past, and it's all intertwined together. So, and that's just that. Everything's all intertwined together. That which has been is now. So, hey, they were so-called a genocide on you, but really you were the one who was doing the genocide. But so now it all has to come up. Right? That which it has been is now, and that which is to be have already been done. Right? And God, right, which really goes into power, or Elohim, but really the Most High. Let's just keep it simple. The Most High, which is Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, requireth that which is past, right? So everything they done in the past, the Lord requires it. You can't just go through your past and go, well, that's the past. Yeah, we raped, robbed, murdered, got great riches. Everything should be fine. No. It's not going to be fine. The Lord said you're going to vomit it all up. Your deeds are going to be seen, right? And moreover, I saw under the sun a place of what? Of judgment. So World War III is going to be what? On earth, under the sun. And you're going to have your place of judgment, right? The valley of what they call judgment, the valley of Yehoshaphat, the valley of judgment, or the valley of truth, or the mountain of troops. You're gonna have that day, right? World War III, judgment. The place that's under the sun, and wickedness, and that wickedness was there, right? And we can't say you're not here on earth being wicked, committing genocide, pointing the finger at somebody else about genocide. And then you're talking about something old. But if we bring up something, oh, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Let's just sweep that under the rug. Let's forget about all that. No. Right? The Numbe, whatever those, I don't even know what tribe that is, but I guess the Germans killed them. They were the natural people, right? The Aborigines, or however you want to call it, of that land. And now they said that, look, they want to put Germany on to court too now. So now all you Edomites is finna go to court for committing genocide. So if they did it now, hey, the so-called African American, so-called Native American, so-called Mexican American need to put these people over here on this continent up for genocide too. You know what I'm saying? Let's put them all in court. That's beautiful. I mean, it don't mean nothing. The Most High, this is really the Most High already got them in court, right? They're going to get judgment in World War III, right? But, hey, why not? Why not make them sweat? They're going to be in straits. That's what the Lord said. That's right. That the wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Right? The place of righteousness. Where's the place of righteousness? Wouldn't that be the land of Israel? But instead of righteousness being there, what? Iniquity was there. Right? Iniquity's in the land of Israel. It's not righteousness. In the land of righteousness, or the place of righteousness, instead of righteousness, there's iniquity. Same-sex marriage, LGBTQ parades, pink cities. Come on. And I said in my mind, right, Lab, which is your heart, the Most High, Yahweh, shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time, right? We're coming to that time. Time there for every purpose, for every work. And hey, everything you ever done, every work you ever done, it's going to be required, man. No matter how you see it, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, you could just be like, oh, we're Israel, and they don't have, the lawyer for the Israelis say, oh, what they have to say is insignificant, right? What the South Africans have to say is insignificant. It means nothing. We don't care, right? So you can manipulate the courts of the land because you're ruling a lot of things. You're on top in the sense. Amalek is the chief of the nation. So you could probably do that right now, but you're not gonna escape the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakal Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, the elders in Connecticut, the brothers, the bishops, the brothers in the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Baba Ball.